2021 Paper 1 Question 14. Now, I say this is the 2021 paper, but there wasn't actually a paper released because of the COVID lockdown. So this paper was actually given to schools and centres in order to maybe give to pupils, and it was optional to use this, but it was actually used to give people a predicted grade. So there was no actual exam. But anyway, let's have a look at it. We're given a hemisphere and we're given the coordinate axes. We're told the point A and we have to find B. So C is the midpoint of diameter OA. I'll give you an opportunity to pause the video and have an attempt at parts A and B. So C is the midpoint. So the idea is that O to A is a diameter, and A is the point 600. So it's going 6 along the x-axis, but nothing along the y or the z-axis. So the diameter must be 6 long, 6 units long. So the radius must be half of that. So the radius is 3 units long, and the radius, or C, must be 3 along the x-axis from the origin. So C must be the point 300. Okay. And B is vertically below C. Now, if it's vertically below, you're only moving in the z-axis. You're not moving in the y or the x-axis. So to go from C to B, you don't change the x or the y coordinate. So let's write down the same coordinates. And it's vertically below, so you go down by 3 units, and the reason you go down by 3 is because C to B is equal to the radius. So this line so the line C to B is the radius. So you go down 3 in the z direction and you get -3. And that was 1 mark. Now part B is to calculate the volume of the hemisphere. If you haven't already done so, pause the video and have an attempt at B. Now that you've had that opportunity to pause the video, let's have a look at the question. Now, you have a look here. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed, but you have to find the volume of a hemisphere. So that must be 1/2 of the volume of the full sphere. So that is 1/2 of 4/3 pi r cubed. Which equals 2/3 pi r cubed. And we found in the last part that the radius is 3. So that's going to be 2/3 pi 3 cubed. And 3 cubed is 27. 2/3 of that's 18, and we get 18 pi. And we don't have any units specified in the question. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we'll just put units cubed, and we're told to leave it in its simplest form in terms of pi because we don't have a calculator to evaluate pi. So let's just write the units cubed. And that's us done. That's 2 marks for section B. And let's have a look at how this was marked. They don't give you any detailed instructions in this paper because it wasn't officially marked, but the very limited guidance that was given was this. You get 1 mark for getting the point B. You either got the mark or you didn't. The first mark in part B would be for this, for getting up to this point, and the second mark in B, or the third mark in question 14, would be for getting 18 pi. I don't have the commonly observed responses, but I think the most common mistake would be to either attempt to evaluate pi when the question asks you to leave it in terms of pi, or forgetting to put the half in and finding the volume of a full sphere, but you had to find a hemisphere, so you had to half the 4/3 pi r cubed. So I hope you found this video useful, and apologies for the fact that there's no full marking instructions, but this is all they gave. So I hope you found it useful, and best of luck with the studying. Thank you for watching.